Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Night Shift, a movie about a woman who takes a job at a all-night hotel and takes the night shift, but the place is haunted. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So this is like her first night on the job. She has to deal with wonky tourists who show up at the hotel just to make fun of it. There's an Asian woman who stays there, seems fine. Crazy bloody ghost who haunts her. And then, of course, she hears on the radio, a murderer has escaped. Oh, no! So, lots of crazy things happen. It looks like a good standard horror movie. Filmed by the China Brothers. Interesting name. Written and directed by the China Brothers. I don't know who the China Brothers are, but that's kind of a cool name. Madison Hugh, Lauren Bowles, and Patrick Fleischer. Phoebe Tonkin is the star, and Lamorne Morris. Is he the son of Garrett Morris? I think he might be, because Garrett Morris' son, I think, is playing him in the Saturday Night Live movie. Anyhow, it looks like your standard horror flick. Don't really show you much in this trailer other than a little bit of the ghost. And that the hotel, the all tucked in, is kind of a dump. So I assume that couple is brutally murdered. Alright, yeah, let's stop on the ghost, I guess. Kind of a cool looking ghost, I'll say. And then there's another creepy scene of her looking at the security camera and seeing like an image there, seeing like a person standing there, and of course she runs out and they're not there. So this is kind of creepy. I mean, it is a bit creepy to be the night shift at a hotel or motel. Weird things happen, I hear, and crime happens too. So there's always that. So you've got those sort of elements. You throw in the supernatural, and you got yourself a movie. Perfect low budget movie if you've got access to 24/7 to a hotel. You don't have to worry about sets too much because it all takes place in the immediate vicinity of the motel. You know, there's not going to be car chases. You're going to have the hotel motel rooms and the office, and it's all pretty standard stuff. In fact, very likely the motel office isn't the motel office at all, but they just, implied that. That's another thing you do in low budget films, right? You have some characters walk inside, you show them walking inside, and then when you cut, the actors are actually on a set, or the actors are actually in a different building altogether. As long as you don't have any window shots that are necessary for the movie, you can usually get away with it. Anyhow, first act, she's desperate for a job, drives out to this motel in the middle of nowhere, applies, guy hires her, come on by and, work the night shift. And it could be a regular thing if it works out. And this is good for her. She needs the job. This is a good setup for a horror movie. Character, it's a little bit vulnerable. She's financially vulnerable for whatever reason. And then so she starts working the night shift. Maybe they show you a day, it's fine. She's just sleepy, just in her sleep patterns or whatever. Or maybe it's her first night on the job by herself, right? So the owner leaves and says, all right, good luck. Hope you're going to be responsible with my motel or whatever. And at first, it's easy, dealing with the normal stuff, filthy rooms, crazy, guest. But something creepy is going on at the hotel, and slowly it ramps up through the course of Act 2. By the end of Act 2, it's really ramped up. We know what the, ghost is that she's seeing, and Perhaps it's a ghost of someone who was murdered in the motel, and it has something to do with the crazy escaped mental patient or criminal that's announced on the radio. And of course, by the end of the movie, she either maybe she gets revenge on behalf of the ghost, kills her murderer, or completes the task she needs to complete. That's a typical pattern with ghosts. They're restless spirits because they have one last thing to do. Maybe the ghost needed to get revenge on her murderer. So yeah, decent premise. Seems like the execution's on point. Let's read the synopsis. While working her first night shift at a remote motel, I don't know why I'm reading it that way. While working her first night shift at a remote motel, the young woman, Gwen Taylor, Phoebe Tonkin, begins to suspect she's being followed by a dangerous character from her past. As the night progresses, Gwen's isolation and safety, however, are made all the more worse when she starts to realize the motel might also be haunted. Oh, okay. So maybe you got two elements here. You got the element of someone going after her, which is why she takes this job in a remote location, and the ghost itself. So maybe the ghost helps her? Or maybe she has to battle both the ghost and the guy after her? Possibly a criminal, possibly not. Maybe an abuser. That's a typical pattern in these movies. Stalker, someone like that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, hey, you shoot this thing, it's a tight 90, you're ready to go. I would watch this. Sure. Seems like they got some interesting, it's not just a jump cut kind of movie, jump scare kind of movie, Seems like they've got a few creepy moments going on. This wasn't a particular jump cut. It kind of was like a regular cut, and then you realize, oh my God, she's standing right behind her. So you got the combination of the ghost and just the editing, really. So I think this might be worth seeing. Yeah, it's called Night Shift. I'm not sure when it comes out. Didn't get a date here. I would suspect, it's Quiver distribution. Maybe this gets a limited distribution if it kind of kicks up. I mean, the Pool movie did okay, so maybe this would. I don't know. There's not a real big name in it or anything. But definitely on a streamer, sure, I'd check it out. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I'm at the iHeart Horror Convention today in Sayreville, New Jersey for the big iHeart Horror Convention. It's there in the VFW Hall. That's on Journey Mill Road. Jersey Mill Road, Journey Mill Road, something like that. Anyhow, come on out, see the horror. That's it. We'll see you in the next one.